Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is George Raw, and today, as you can see, is for a Battle of the Banes. These are the amazing 1/3 scale statues, Mercenary Bane and Venom Bane edition by Prime 1 Studio from the Arkham line of statues by Prime 1. And as you can see, they look awesome. So Bane is actually one of the most popular villains of Batman. There's just now an ongoing poll on the Batman Statue Collector group. Chris was asking there which Batman villain is the most popular apart from Joker, and Bane is heading for the win with a lot of more votes than all the others. So you can see that he is really, really a popular character. I think he was introduced into the Batman universe in the Nightfall Batman comic line together with Azrael. And since then he is one of the main antagonists here against Batman in comics and in the cartoons, and of course also in the live action movie The Dark Knight Rises, directed by Christopher Nolan, with Christian Bale as Batman and Tom Hardy as Bane. Awesome performance, and I think since that movie that finished up the Dark Knight trilogy, Bane has become even more popular in pop culture. So it was a no-brainer that Prime 1 released Bane as part of the Arkham line. That they released two versions of Bane was rather unexpected, I would say. But nevertheless, they did. And the Mercenary Bane is actually the form in which he was seen at the beginning of the Arkham Origins game, when he is getting instructed by Black Mask to kill Batman in order to get his bounty. And then the Venom edition, of course, is how he is then seen later in the game when fighting against Batman. The Mercenary Bane version has a edition size of 350, whereas the Venom edition has an edition size of 750. There's no exclusive, but the Venom edition comes with one more head sculpt than the Mercenary Bane. Mercenary Bane was also a bit, or is a bit, cheaper than the Venom Bane. I think both are still available at the Prime 1 homepage, so if you like this video and you're convinced that this is a fantastic, or that these are fantastic figures, you can pick, of course, your favorite Bane version up at the Prime 1 homepage, and I think you will be very, very happy with owning these figures and adding them to your collection. By the way, there will be a sale going on at the P1 page from May 1 to May 31, 2020, with up to 40% of discount, and I think these two will be on discount there, so now would be the time then to grab one of those, or even both as I did. Well, I think I've spoken enough as the introduction. Let's step on to the detailed review. And as you can see, the lower body here of these two guys is completely the same. Therefore, I will just review that for the Mercenary Bane edition, and then we will get to the upper bodies, which are, of course, very, very different. And then we will talk about the head sculpts, and after that we will wrap this up and I will tell you which one is my favorite of these two. So let's start here with the lower body and the base actually of the Mercenary Bane edition, which is exactly the same, as I said, as the Venom edition. So you can see that he's standing here on kind of a standard, more or less, Arkham Origins base, as the ones that you know from Deathstroke, for example, or the Noel Batman. But in this case, he's not standing on a higher level as the one here in the back, where you would see the other figures standing on, like Deathstroke and Noel Batman, as I said. But he stands on a lower level, and this looks like he really crushed this base with his brute force. So this would be the normal level, and he crushed through the normal level and is now standing on lower ground. And you can see that here is, for example, the wing of the angel that is part of the Noel Batman statue, and also the Deathstroke statue. So this looks kind of like some kind of graveyard or something like that, and then Bane just crashed through the tombstone here and now stands there on this lower level, which is a really nice focus here move from Prime 1, because he is massive and he's much taller than the other figures. So in order that he doesn't tower them, they just put him on lower ground, and so he matches again with the height of the other figures, which is great for display. So let me focus here on the base. The details are really good. So you've got these concrete colors here on the base. I like the figures here, the heads on the sides with the gas masks. That's also kind of a symbol here for Bane with his venom tubes. So looking really good. So the base overall is nicely done. This is a separate piece here that you just place on the base. Nothing too special. Here you've got the Batman logo in the front, which is a little bit broken, and in the back you've got some nice ornaments and good colors to it. So let's talk about Bane's boots. They are super massive. He's really a beast when compared to the other figures. So the boots are really nicely designed, nice colors to them. They are, as I said, massive, heavily reinforced here. Very nice metallic colors to it. Lots of battle damage and wear and dirt, looking really good. Same here on the boot sole itself, so it's got this metal reinforcement here. They look really quite heavy, these boots. It's no problem for Bane, of course, who is a juiced up guy. The pants are kind of bluish, gray and black shaded, looking really good. Very massive paints, very puffy looking. Nice colors to it, quite shiny. Also some good details, not too much. I like these pouches. You can see here that they are also dirty, covered with these mud spots. Pretty nice. The back is good. Not too much detail going on, but of course nice folds here and there, and looking quite good, these pants. So here you got another pouch and then some kind of whatever that is, grenades probably, or some kind of, probably this is some kind of further venom capsules that he can use if he needs them to get more venom. Here you got another kind of container, looking quite good as well. And then we are already moving up the upper body, so you can see that he is wearing here this leather jacket, looking really massive. So all the muscles are below the jacket here, and you can see that he's really juiced up. So the figure consists of two parts basically, which is the leg here. The legs is one part, and then the upper body is another. It's pretty hollow, so it's not very heavy. But anyway, the detail is great. So I like the design of it very much. It's nothing too special, but it just looks badass, as you can see here, in full size. So the pose is really good, very imposing. So you see that this guy doesn't really understand fun. So he will just crush you in a second if you say a wrong word. Well, these pouches are there, looking really good, and these metal buttons here are also looking very good. Then the skin could have been done better in my view. They normally use translucent resin for the skin. In this case they didn't, so this is normal polystone, just painted. The tube look good, I would say. The details are nice. So this is part, of course, of his Venom tubes here, like they were designed in the game. So obviously he implanted the tubes into his body. And then let's get to the head sculpts. So this is, of course, the classic Bane head with the full mask. That's the look that he's got in the Arkham Origins game, which is a little bit of a different look than the traditional Bane, of course. You probably know the Sideshow PF. That's the traditional look of Bane. This is, of course, a own interpretation here of the designers of the Arkham game, but I think this mask, focus in there, looks amazing. The colors are really well done. The design is cool. Looks like a kind of bird eagle thing here with the wings, and then here with the head. So that is looking really good. The eyes are painted very nicely. Details are great. Mouth is good. Nose is perfect. So focusing here again and moving back, I mean, this guy looks just badass in my view. One hell of a statue. Really, really well done by Prime 1. So I think the price was, I'm not completely sure, maybe $850 for this guy, USD. Well, it's a 1/3 scale statue. It's not a very complicated statue, as you can see. It's just 3 pieces. Not a very complicated design, so probably it was a little bit too high. The price could have been lower. Now with the sale, where it just will cost you probably 600 something USD, this is of course a very, very good price for this piece. So you can't do anything wrong with that price if you want to pick it up now. So let's show you the other head, which is an unmasked head here of Bane. Looking really, really good as well, in my opinion. So you can see his pretty fresh wounds here and scars over the eyes, and also here under the mouth. And well, as I said, the eyes are really well painted. The whole expression looks really good. I like how the hair is done. Looking awesome. He got more scars here, as you can see. So Bane was imprisoned since he was a kid, so he never learned to know the good life, just the ugly life in prison, and therefore apparently he was well marked here by his fellow prison mates into that what you can see here. So, well, This is pretty crazy. I can turn off the lights for a second so that you can see a little bit of a more natural color here of his skin. So that's the look in natural light without the flashlight. As I said, he looks really good. Looks a little bit like a East European Russian guy, but that was the design of the game, as I said. Pretty intimidating. So overall, this is also a great option to display Bane. Of course, the other portrait I think is more classic, and people will realize much more easily that this is a Bane statue, rather than when you display him like this. But nevertheless, it looks fantastic. Alright, so let's move to this guy here. Let's put on the lights again first so that you can see the details a bit better. So this is the Venom version, as you see him later in the game when he removes his leather jacket and then shows off his full body and the Venom tubes. So let's start here with the vest, which looks really, really good. I like the material they used here, or let's say the design and the detail P1 used for this vest. Looks really awesome. You can see all the buckles here and the straps having this kind of gray military design, and then you've got some kind of Venom applications here, distributing the Venom through his body from the Venom tanks at the back of Bane here. This Venom tank looks awesome in my view. Those colors are really good. Paint app is amazing. You've got a lot of tubes going on here. So from up there, then down here you got 4 tubes generating this Venom probably, and then distributing it here all over the place. One is going to his left arm, as you can see here. So this tubes look really good. I mean, they are painted like there's flowing Venom inside of them. Really, really good. As I said, the skin could have been better, I believe. They should have used some kind of probably translucent resin. Focus there. Would have been probably a little bit better, but of course the paint app is quite good. So you can see you have all the veins here popping and shining through the skin, which looks really good. Also the kind of Venom application here on the arm looks pretty nice. Same as here with the gloves. So that all looks fantastic. Look at these veins here. Really, really well done. Also where the tube here connects to the body. This looks really good. Same this arm. Details here are insane where the Venom comes into his body. He's really you can see here the Venom running through this vein up to his shoulder. The shoulders are also looking really good. All armored here. And then of course you've got again this head sculpt, and he is, as you can see, turning the head a little bit to the left and following his pose here with the finger pointing to someone, probably Batman. So there was some controversy about the pose. I think it is great. It's kind of a museum kind of action pose, something in the middle. And I think it's good to have some more dynamic pieces in the Arkham line, because most of them are just museum poses. So I like that he's a little bit different. So for me, this is a really, really good looking statue again. Let's give you a 360 look here. I mean, the arms are massive. So this is not even the fully juiced up version here of the Arkham Origins game. And at the end of the game, he is really getting an overdose of Venom, and then he is just double the size of this guy here. But it would have been, just focus here, the hand. That would have been over the top for a statue, so I can very well see why Perm 1 decided to do this version, not the super juiced up version. Alright, so let's show you the other heads for this guy. So he's got the same unmasked head as the Mercenary Bane. So then you have this look here. You can see these two Russian bad boys here. Focusing here. With their unmasked heads. Looking really good. They do not look like Bane so much here, to be honest, without the mask. I mean, the left one even more, because you at least can see his tubes, his venom tubes. The right one just looks like a bouncer here at a club or something like that. So, as I said, I prefer the masked heads over those here, although they, as I also said, they look really good. So in this guy here, because he is in a bit more of a rage stance, he's got also a angry looking portrait, and then this is what it looks like. Has a bit of a comic look to it, more than the other head. I think it fits this pose quite well, so I like it, I have to say. Let's give you a close-up here of that. Here we go. So nice painted teeth. The eye expression is a bit more fierce than the other head. And yeah, as I said, I think it gives him a little bit of a more comic-like look, which isn't bad. Looks good, I mean. So, wrapping this up, guys, which Bane do I like more? Well, obviously I like both, otherwise I wouldn't have them. But I have to say that if I had to decide for one of those, I would probably keep the Venom Bane. In my opinion, if you have a Venom statue, if you have a Bane statue, you need to see the Venom tubes, otherwise it's not Bane for me. So that's what really defines him, his Venom canister, his Venom tubes, and so therefore I like the left one just a tad more than the right, because the Mercenary Bane also has a really, really great presence to him, most definitely. Well, I hope you liked it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video again. Please tell me in the comment section below which of these Banes you like the most, and I'm really curious to hear. So if you like my videos, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you here very soon with another video review of either one of P1's amazing statues or a statue of one of the other manufacturers like Sideshow or XM Studios or Pop Culture Collectibles. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time, guys. Bye bye.